Mark, I think they started 8 of 13 from three. Just from your vantage point, did you feel like most of those were great shot making by them from the start, or was there a maybe a looseness defensively on your end?
It's always a combination. I thought they made some tough ones tonight, especially in the second half. I thought we tried to get a little bit more energy going defensively, and some of those are just like tough shot making on pretty good possessions. Early in the game, I thought there was a lot we could control. I thought Edwards got a lot of like loose change in the first quarter that got him going. We had some lapses in some of our um, defensive schemes that got those guys loose for threes. And to their credit, they burned us with the shot making, but there was plenty that I think we could have controlled.
So many of the factors that normally go your way that are good indicators, points in the paint, over 50, over 25 assists for you all went your way, but the turnovers were more of an issue tonight than they typically are. You guys are not normally a turnover team. What do you think went into that tonight?
I thought we fought a lot of pressure, especially early. I thought we were trying to do too much with the dribble, even just up the floor, and it got them a head start on those possessions. We had a hard time cracking them, and the live ball turnovers were obviously a huge issue, especially in the first half. I think they had 22 points on those in the first half alone, and ended with 30 for the game. So, not a great recipe when you turn it over like that. They convert like that, and then to your point, they shot the ball really well.
And then you get Hartenstein back. He seemed to kind of be shot out of a cannon right away and played with great pop. What'd you make of his night?
Yeah, never gonna, like, evaluate the performance when somebody's been out that long, but I thought his performance was actually pretty good. He made his free throws and, seemed to be right back in a rhythm. His conditioning seemed pretty good, for a guy that had a lower body thing going on, so we're certainly happy to have him back. We'll take everybody, and it's great to get him back in the fold.
Obviously, Ant is the head of the snake for them, but what do you see out of Jaden McDaniels and just the threat that, he carries on offense?
Well, he always carries a huge load, defensively for them. He's kind of their main guy on the main perimeter players, certainly Shea when they play against us, and we have a lot of respect for him there. And tonight he burned us on a lot of the plays. I thought some of his threes, especially in the third quarter, were the ones that it's just you got to tip your hat to him with the shot making. They were over a hand, and they were tough shots. So it was a combination of things tonight, and he had a lot to do with that with some of his performance.
What do you think of the defensive effort tonight? At times, you guys look frustrated. I think Minnesota's threes probably had a lot to do with that.
Yeah, I just thought in to start the game, they were just the aggressor, on both ends of the floor, which just set us back in the game. We played the entire game from behind because of the way we started and the way they just started. So, we need to be a better 48-minute team. That starts in the first minute. And if we had done that, I thought, we would have given ourselves a chance tonight, but that wasn't the case. So it's a lesson we can learn from it.